Well, hello everyone. My name is Peaches from Lovers for Healthy Life, and I'm out here today in my sunroom converted greenhouse, and this is where I've been hanging out this winter. Been doing a little seed planting and also some companion gardening. Now today I think I'm going to plant some onion seeds, but before I do that, I'm going to take a little walk through my outdoor garden with my granddaughter to do a little harvesting. So come along with me and let's have some fun. Well, I'm out here this afternoon with my granddaughter. Say hi, Savannah.
Why?
Just say hi, little lady. Look into the camera and say hi.
Did someone build this for you, or did you just find this log?
Well, Papa built that for us.
Oh, so yeah. You could have a garden.
Yeah, so we can have a garden. Here are my mustard greens. It looks like they're doing pretty good. And I have some Canton bok choy coming in right here. So that's still doing pretty good. Let me come over here. And then over here are my kale greens. I have curly kale and my dinosaur kale. That's still coming up. We've been treating this with eggshells and coffee grounds, so it's still doing pretty good this winter.
What about eggshells?
It had some eggshells I just threw in there. And looks like they're doing pretty good as well throughout this winter months. And this is my Swiss chard. I'm going to grab some of these for some afternoon eggs. And I planted some peas that are coming up. And these are my snow peas. And these are looking pretty good as well. And you know what these are right here? These flowers that I planted? These are called icicle pansies. You could actually eat these flowers also, but we're not going to eat them. You gotta. Did you pick one?
Yeah, we're not going to eat them.
No, we're going to put them in our eggs, okay?
You put these in eggs?
Well, you can, but you know, most people use them for decorations, but I guess you can eat them. I guess I have to go online and look for some recipes for these. Let's see how many you have in there, Savannah. Wow, did you pick all those greens? We're gonna put those in our eggs. You like eggs with greens in them? Let's see, we have some kale and some mustard greens in here. We're gonna pick some more Swiss chard, and then we're gonna go in and make some eggs, okay? Over here is my lettuce bed, and I have some cilantro that we're going to pick this morning. Here we have some sunset lettuce coming in here, and then some crisp mint lettuce. There it is. Go ahead and grab that one right there. There you go.
Perfect.
Perfect. Is it perfect, Savannah? You want to smell it? Smell it. It's an herb. It's called cilantro. Does that smell pretty good? What are you holding there in your hand, Savannah? What is that?
What is it again? Georgia collards.
Georgia collards.
I didn't hear you all the way.
Say Georgia collards.
Georgia collards.
Georgia collards, yep. So this was my basket of greens I was able to harvest this winter, and it's pretty awesome. I got some lettuce, also some cilantro, some baby dinosaur kale, also some collard greens. And there's like 3 different type of collard greens in here. Some sage, and I'm also able to get some onion chives as well. Some were hidden in here. Yeah, I was able to get some onion chives as well. So I'm gonna make some chicken noodle soup since everybody seems to be having the coughs around here. Did a little outdoor gardening today and hung out with my grandkids and made some fresh chicken noodle soup along with some fresh bread, and I am totally bushed. So I'll have to do another video on planting those onion seeds, but I will give you a little walk through my greenhouse. Okay, so let me give you a little walkthrough of what I've got growing so far in my little greenhouse. So in this plant right here, I'm growing 2 tomato suckers, and looks like they're doing pretty well. And then at the bottom, I planted some parsley. Parsley is a good companion plant for tomatoes if you're growing tomatoes in a planter. It gives off nitrogen for the tomatoes. And in this planter, I have 2 more tomato suckers growing. And then at the bottom, I have some carrots. Carrots is also a good companion plant for tomatoes. And I even see some little, I have little flowers growing on my tomatoes. And I picked up a aloe vera plant at the market. So these were on sale for like $5, and it's really big, and I was also able to get some cuttings from this. So this is going really good. And this planter is one of the cayenne pepper plants I bought in. Quite a few cayenne peppers here that's growing on this planter. And this is one of the bell pepper plants that I'm overwintering, and actually it has quite a few bell peppers still on it. And then I have another bell pepper plant here, has some tiny bell peppers on it. And at the bottom of this pepper plant I planted, this is tongues of fire bush beans. And hopefully I'll be able to get some bush beans, but if not, at least they'll add a little nutrient to the soil. And this is another aloe vera plant that I picked up at the market, and this one was on sale as well. I have two shelves. It's kind of sunny if you over here near the window where I do most of my seed planting, and my little baby seeds I bring over here. And this planter I have some cilantro and also some sage, garlic that's doing really well, and some basil over here, more garlic and basil. And this is the aloe vera cutting that came off one of those plants that I repotted, so I was able to get a cutting there, and got a cutting over here. This is more garlic that I'm growing over here. Now we eat the garlic shoots almost every day. We put them on our eggs and soups, different things like that. And this is some cilantro. And let's see here, some more basil over here. I have some potatoes over here that I'm going to be putting in planters. Then back over there I have some sage. The sun is really bright, and some more cilantro down over here. And right here is a cactus plant cutting that fell off, so I decided to replant it. And then back over there I have a honeysuckle Himalayan berry plants that I'm growing by organic seed. So hopefully I'll be transplanting that this summer. And have some more garlic growing in right here. More garlic growing in this planter. And let's see here, some sage over here. Okay, and right here I have various cactus plants that are growing, and I really like exotic cactus plants. They are really easy to maintain because I use very little water. And right here is another cactus plant. Actually, this is a blooming cactus plant. If you can see the blooms at the end, and they get real pretty blooms once they bloom. So it's an exotic cactus plant. And over here are my tree collards that are growing. And then over here I have a little tiny cauliflower plant coming in. Then over here in the middle section I repotted a broccoli plant that's slowly growing. And way over here are my Swiss chard and some spinach that I have growing in right here. I have some dill. We cut off this dill almost daily to put in the dishes that I cook. Now with indoor gardening, especially in a greenhouse, it has its own bug problems, and these little fleas that you see right here. And I picked up these little flea traps offline, I think at Amazon probably. So these are really good to help catch the little fleas that tend to bug you indoors. And what you do is once it gets full, you just pull these little things off and add new ones. And I've ordered a box of I think 100 new little yellow stickers. Call them yellow stickers, and it's organic because it's no sprays or anything like that. Have some more garlic growing in over here. And I have another cauliflower plant growing in my midsection, also some opal basil. And there is some Genevieve basil going in right here. That's coming in pretty nicely. And then in that row back there, I have some rainbow Swiss chard and some lettuce, and also some 4-cook Swiss chard and some dinosaur kale. Then in this whole raised bed right here, I planted some new spinach. And over here, I planted some sweet margarine herb in this first row, and I have some Christmas lettuce coming up, and also some dwarf pak choy, and some gourmet lettuce mix over here. And over here, my organic strawberries are finally starting to get a little bit bigger. I had gave up on them, but looks like they're starting to grow a little bit more. So I'll be transplanting these in the summer as well. Now I'm going to be planting my onion plants on the next video, but I wanted to show you way up here at the top. Let me see if I can pull this down. Are my trays, and this is what I'm going to be planting my onion seeds in. And I just wanted to show you what I've been doing to save money. These are actually little tiny water bottles that I cut off, and I'm going to puncture little holes at the bottom, and then I just set them in these trays. And these trays I got online off of Amazon. I think you can get 10 trays for like $7, something like that. And then I just use these water bottles as my little inserts. And I have one more thing that I've been saving up. Now, one other money saving tip are these little plastic trays. Now, I bet you're wondering what comes in this. Well, this is seaweed, and we get these little seaweed trays. Actually, they come in little small packets, and we love seaweed around here. And that's what I use for like these trays right here. There's some opal basil right here, and moving down the line, that's a cutting from an aloe vera plant. So basically I save these containers, and they fit really nice in these trays. Now, another problem I have with indoor gardening is watering, and sometimes it's hard to tell if I water too much or water too little. Just not sure. So I purchased this rapid test moisture meter online. Pretty inexpensive. And basically how this works is you stick the little prong into the soil. This one only has this little cauliflower cutting in here, so I'm gonna stick it right next to the cauliflower cutting, and as you can see, it's not really dry, not really wet, but at this point I would add a little water to this particular plant. Let's check another plant. Let's see here. This is my tree collar. So we're gonna check my tree collars, and I know I just watered this like yesterday, so yeah. So that's a little bit more on the wet side, so I won't add any water for another day or so for my tree collards. And for indoor liquid fertilizer for some of my plants, I've been using this liquid, it's called Fox Farm Organic Liquid Fertilizer, and basically you put 3 to 4 tablespoons inside a gallon of water. So this has been really handy, and it is organic. And I got this offline on Amazon.com, so it works pretty well for my indoor plants. And another method of indoor pest control is this organic EcoSmart insecticide, and this is really great because it's kid friendly and also pet friendly, and I really like it. And I got this online. You can also pick it up at your local. I've seen it at like a Target store before in a canister. This is actually just a nozzle spray, and this helps keep the ants at bay, although you might not be able to get all the ants, but you can get the majority of them. Oh, and it also keeps spiders away, and if anybody knows me, they know I hate spiders too. Now, there's no heat in my sunroom, so I add this electric heater, which is really nice. Keeps it about 60, between 65 on a really cold day. Like if it's in the 20s outside, it'll stay about 55 to 60 degrees in here. And then on the warmer days, when it's like 40 or 50 outside, then it'll get about 70 degrees in here. And I like the gauge on here because you can set it to automatically shut off. So when it reaches a certain temperature, it will automatically shut off on its own, and I don't have to worry about it. Then I just have some regular house plants that are growing along the window, just to give it a little bit more green in here, and guess what, guys? I got this pumpkin. Yay! Because, you know, if you saw some of my videos, you saw that I couldn't get any squash or anything this past summer. And I picked this one up at the market. I couldn't pass this up. This is beautiful. And what I'm going to do is when I finally do cut this up, I'm going to try to save some of the seeds from this and regrow some, because I think this is so pretty. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Happy New Year and God bless.